Oh, that was poor timing. What's up? So, we just spent forever talking about stuff maybe you guys would have been semi-interested in, depending, talking about Galaxy's Edge and Disney products and all of that kind of stuff. But, to be honest, I try to keep this focused around what it is, so that's what we're going to do. Today we got episode 4 of The Bad Batch. He is going to the bathroom real quick before we start. And I guess while I'm just killing a little bit of time, I'm currently working on filming all the bits and pieces for a Star Wars Legion barricade painting tutorial thing. I'm going to try to do stuff a little bit more freeform or naturally, so we'll see. Make it a little bit more normal feeling, I guess. I don't know how to explain that, but I've only got a couple more parts to film for that, so that'll probably be up soon, anytime this week. And then I'm also wondering / thinking about doing like an Etsy store to sell Legion painted stuff or prop stuff or cosplay stuff or whatever. So, but if you're interested in that stuff, you can see most of that stuff I post on my Instagram, because it doesn't really have a place here in like the community tab or anything like that. So, all right, let me pick this guy. And at some point, if I ever could figure out a good way to do it without having a camera person, especially to get somebody to play, we could do live streams for battle reports and stuff like that. Something we've talked about before. But again, I can't, like, I have a bunch of GoPros that I could set, like a U camera, a me camera, and like a top-down camera. So I have enough cameras, I think. It's just figuring out how to put that in a streaming format. I could do it in a video format, because I could just cut the angles and make it work, but doing it live, I don't think I could keep the consciousness with like a stream deck to chain. I don't know. So
I don't think you could do that live. It's something you might have to do like episodes of.
Unless I just come up with an overlay with the top-down camera as the main camera, and then our person camera is kind of off to the side with like a little dice box or whatever. So it would just be a static shot. That might work. I'll look into that. I'd need to get like a bunch of damn tripods though. But anyways, again, way sidetracked. Okay, that's reset. This is good and zeroed out. Are you ready?
Ready as I can be.
It's gonna be a 3, 2, 1, go. So 3, 2, 1, go. And we ended the last episode with Omega and Crosshair escaping, right? In the shuttle. Yeah. They let them go. Oh, also, side note, my camera flickering green, I've tried to look it up. Apparently it's a Discord-related thing that I'm seeing on the internet. I don't know how to fix it, so I apologize. At least I have a camera.
Nah. I have a camera. It's in a box. Or a bag.
He's taking the dog with him. It's kind of frustrating me how much so far I've liked Omega this season. Like, I guess how good of a job they've done with her character development and change.
I wouldn't say frustrating. It's just good storytelling.
Yeah, that's my point. Is like, God damn it! Why are these people so good at taking? Yeah, it's like, why are they good at taking these kind of annoying little kids and making them like good characters in a much quicker capacity than they did with Ahsoka?
Ahsoka is one of those people that I like was frustrated in liking in the early Ahsoka years because she comes out and you're like, man, this is fucking annoying. And you're like, I love this character. I don't know why I enjoy what is that New Zealand accent?
New Zealand.
Yeah, like that kid in the what was it? Dead? No, yeah, the Deadpool 2. He was like the bad guy, the kid. He was in New Zealand. He had that accent
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Is that guy missing a hand?
I don't know. I was wondering that last episode.
It's kind of funny. Like, what would this dude sound like in real life if you were talking to him? Would you be able to hear him? Because, like, this is obviously edited. They could just have him sound a certain way and then also turn it up so that you could hear it. That's a cool place.
I don't know. He seems like that kind of guy. I'd be like always, what? What? Because I already do that.
See, I want like a Legion map that's like this, like a dense shanty town.
I feel like their new these old stormtrooper helmets were better than their new ones. I like that Stormy with the poncho.
I'd be pissed if somebody stole my favorite clothes while they were drying.
Got a really nice backpack.
It's like a damn. The hell's that dude wearing?
Goggles over his goggles.
I was talking about the lampshade, but
Oh.
that's a thick ass poncho.
Are they holding their hands out like beggars? Like what?
It's kind of hard to believe that they'd have so many troopers everywhere. Well, it's an option. God, those ponchos look ridiculous. It's like World War One greatcoats.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's good at gambling or whatever.
Do they have any credits to begin with?
I don't know.
This fucking kid. I've looked at money a lot, and it's weird to me. Like coins are weird, but it's even weirder seeing like sticks of money. Like that'd be so inconvenient.
No different than carrying around a bunch of rectangular debit cards and shit.
Well, it makes you wonder why they wouldn't have like a debit system or something, like a chain code card. Scan my chain code for my drink. I don't know. She doesn't have any money.
Oh, is that what you were talking about? He has like goggles hanging on his jacket. There's Poncho.
Not so much. The other guy literally had like those like desert goggles over his eyes, like his helmet eyes.
Oh. So yeah, that other dude just had him hanging around his jacket, I guess.
Oh shit. Oh, too late.
It's like one of the slimiest Imperial officers I've ever seen.
Yep. It's because he has no neck.
He's built like a bowling pin. Ah, God, I just assume that all stormtroopers are just a bunch of idiots.
I'm so confused how this works.
You don't get to know.
It's like they were matching up the ones, twos, and threes.
She's gonna get mugged in the alley.
Uh-oh. Oh, what?
Gambling's illegal. Good God.
Not for the Empire. You gotta count them in the middle of a bar.
I was gonna say she got 20,000 from him alone, not to count what she'd gotten from the Trandoshan. So I'm kind of surprised he didn't say 20,000 just to get his money back.
Yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen. It's going to be 10,000 credits. Oh. Oh my God. How about 100 credits?
Reminds me of some fucking annoying little kid from like Fable.
Yeah, I'll punch that kid in the face and take your credits back. Give him the credits and you go for Batcher. Got slapped in the face. Asshole.
He's carrying around a backpack with guns in it.
I just realized we were blasters.
That doesn't look suspicious. Alright, I like some consistency. His goggles on his goggles.
See? It's got like extra shade.
But this spaceport look exactly the same as the spaceport that Sue and I don't remember what the damn dude's name is. Then when they tried to escape from that planet in the first season, the deserter clone and his wife.
Oh, yeah.
What are they like?
Your skills were being wasted in a fucking cell, too. At least you're not in one.
I think it's his fight or flight mentality.
Yeah. Stay alive.
He's like, I'm a shooter, and we're not doing any shooting.
Start shooting people up. Oh my God.
I don't enjoy his headpiece. It's really frustrating to look at.
Yeah.
It's got like a damn bedpan on his head.
Except for 20,000 credits.
Better get that other gun out of that backpack. No, let them all out. Jeez.
Eat his face, Batcher. Eat his face. What about the credits?
He just grabbed him.
I guess I'm a little behind you. Is this gonna turn into like fucking Noah's Ark?
I'm at 2004, 2005. So yeah, I'm probably a second ahead of you. Like one full actual second. Oh, is that a Rathdar? Whatever it was called from episode 7.
New or Force Awakens.
Yeah.
It's a bigger ship, so maybe it has more armor. It's a cargo ship. Uh-oh. That's what those goggles are for.
Yeah.
I like the screen.
It's like, this is why I wear goggles on my goggles. That's a lot of operatives. Like, they got that many people on every single planet. Man, we're gonna have to wait a whole nother episode, potentially, for a reunion. Now look, they're there. We're gonna get a reunion this episode, and that's where we're gonna end? Please don't end it before that. It's just some other Marauder shit.
Empire shows up and takes them before they get there.
It's a cool shot with that skybox.
Oh no.
Where's no. Okay. Come on, there's another person there. Wait, where is he? No. Is it gonna end with him asking where's Tech? Bastards. God damn it. Son of a. Ah!
I'm actually glad that I don't have a camera. Holy shit.
I will say, I think that is almost more of a. Maybe emotional is not the right word, but like a tense or more interesting way of them reuniting with Crosshair after all this time than like him sending out something and them coming to rescue him like we kind of thought it was maybe last season when Tech died.
Yeah, because he's kind of like went bad and then came back and then went bad and then came back, right? Or did he kind of come back and then got screwed and that's how he ended up in the cell?
Well, they were thinking that it was just his chip that got activated, or that his was kind of kicking in. He stayed with the Empire and they cranked it up to 11. So all through the first season, you thought it was just his chip. And he's like, oh, you think it's the chip? Like, I had it taken out months ago. So he was just fucked up. But then it turns out he was probably more hurt because he thought that they left him behind, essentially, and that I guess maybe they chose Omega over him. And then in the second season, I think he was still kind of on that same grudge. But then throughout his own experiences last season, starts to see that, okay, the Empire's fucked up and maybe they were in the right. And then that's where he ended up trapped where Omega was. So his character arc has been interesting, but the fact that, one, I think it's interesting that Omega got herself out of the situation and met back up with them and they didn't have to come and save her. I think that's, I don't know, I think it's just good character growth. It's interesting. Yeah. But then the fact that she brought Crosshair with her and that he helped, and now she has this whole specific experience with him on her own. I think it's
not even brought him along, but refused to leave him behind, just like she refused to leave Batcher. So she's
and given that was kind of the original problem that he had with the team, I think that probably goes a long way for him.
Yeah.
But the fact that, one, she did it all kind of on her own, and they just are there, and it's like, oh shit, he's here too, and now they just have to. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's way more dynamic and interesting the way that they did their reunion, and it makes me very interested to see the next episode.
I was about to say I'll be very interested to see next week's episode.
And I'm curious, kind of where we're going immediately, because we still have like 10 episodes or something. And they're already all reunited. So maybe next episode we get a little bit of like an action sequence with the Empire showing up and them just trying to escape, along with like all the conversational stuff that I'm sure is going to happen in the next episode.
Yeah, but I think we know that Rex is going to show up. I'm pretty sure we know that Cody's going to show up, but we're still also waiting for all these other characters to show up. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of dynamic and.
What if next episode they do like what they did with Cody, and next episode's not even going to be about them?
Bad Batch. It'll be
Next episode, we get like the Cody catch up episode.
right after episode 3, leading up to this.
And I guess maybe they'll go back to whatever that tropical planet was called. I don't know. I really hope they don't do that. And next episode is the tech discussion episode and them reconciling. And maybe the fact that Tech was lost and he, I guess, was kind of like the middle ground, the glue, if you want to call it that. The fact that he's gone maybe is kind of what seals the deal in reconciling everybody.
Well, I also see that, I mean, they all have their past, but I mean, at this point, they only have each other. So I feel like they ended it on like a cliffhanger to make you think a certain way, but I feel like they're going to be like, you look, all we have is each other at this point. We need to make this work.
Yeah, I think they're on edge because they don't know, but we as the audience know what Crosshair has been throughout last season and what has kind of changed. So I think it's going to start off on that like uncertain ground, but probably fairly quickly they'll end up all on the same page. And
or in classic Disney, we'll probably end up with a mashup scenario where they are forced to work together because right after this scene, like the Empire shows up and their blasters. And
I don't know, because we got that in we kind of got a little bit of that in at the end of the first season when they first talked to him, where he like killed all of his troops and gave them the choice or whatever and was helping them fight whatever whenever. So I don't know. I don't think they'd do that again. And again, I think they've laid all the groundwork on both sides for them to just, I don't know, sort the shit out. But again, the Tech thing, I'm still, there's no way he's not going to ask now because he's looking at them and he's not there. And they look like shit. They are all fucked up. Their armor looks like terrible. And Tech's not around. There's no way that's not like one of the first things that comes up.
No, I'm sure it's coming up.
So,
but pretty good episode, I think.
Yeah, I think honestly I'm enjoying this season immediately more than at least the second season. The first season I don't remember the beginning all too well. I think the beginning was pretty good because you were getting like the rise of the Empire and the transition. But
I think with season 1, it was you got the newness. Season 2, you're already past the newness, so you're kind of expecting a little more. And now we're in the finale, so like you got like the best season 1 because it was new, and now season 3 I think will be probably pretty good because they have to put everything into it because all they've got is the end of the show.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not like disappointed at this point. Honestly, it like. The first 3 episodes were pretty good. I think this, as far as like a story sense, picked it up a good bit. There wasn't anything crazy that happened necessarily. I mean, them reuniting after months and months and months is kind of a big deal. But just the like the Omega growth stuff with Crosshair specifically, I think, is kind of big. I mean, he had his out, and he chose not to go out and. Chose to go help Omega, somebody who he has in the past really disliked, went and helped her rescue a dog.
Yeah.
So,
Bacha.
I really, really liked this episode, actually. So, that's all I got.
That's all I got.
So I guess we're just going to be doing a bunch of shortish little things for the time being. Again, I think this takes us all the way up to May. Depending on Tales of the Jedi, assuming that it's going to come out like May 4th again this year, because I think this runs up to like right at the beginning of May. If they drop all the episodes again, say it's like 6 episodes or something, maybe we'll do like 2 big streams and watch that as well.
Yeah, I don't mind doing that.
Instead of doing like 1 episode at a time. Unless they segment release it, then we'll do that. But if it's all at once, we'll just do like 2 or 3 big streams. But we'll have to wait and see. But that's all I got. We'll be back next week. We're aiming to do these around like 7:15, 7:30-ish is when we'll go live for these. And we'll just keep that routine for the next couple months, I guess. So
I don't have my camera found. Hopefully by next time.
yeah, slacker. All right. Anyways, guys, we'll see you next week.
Adios.
See ya.